What's up, everybody? It's B to it's into the E to the O. You already know Neil from the Bubble Talk Podcast with my co-host Basil Micro in the building.
What's up, y'all?
How
Welcome
everybody
back.
been? I hope y'all been well. So we're gonna be talking about the Barbie movie that came out this year. What we thought about it, what we didn't like, what we thought the message was to the people, right? Because it's a new spin on what Barbie is. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, what you think of the movie? So, what did you think of the movie? What would you? We'll give our rating at the end, but what did you think of the movie, though?
I thought it was like an interesting take to the Barbie movie, just because I'm pretty sure like everybody didn't know what exactly the story was gonna be about. We didn't know what to expect, what's gonna happen. Like for sure, I like the cinematography. I like the colors that was used. It was really colorful. This really brought out like what Barbie world really looks like, And I'm pretty sure that, that's like every girl's dream, when they were a kid. I grew up not because I watched whatever, but my sister used to watch the movies and all that. So when I heard that the actual real life action movie was coming out, I had to check out for myself just to see what the hype was about. That and a couple of friends kind of dragged me along with them, so why not? I was dragged into it.
All right, so I went to see the Barbie movie. I wanted to see it with a buddy of mine. In the movie, I really liked it. Right, overall, it was funny. It was entertaining. I liked the whole spin on it. Like starting out, you see the little girls playing with the little baby dolls, right? And like when in dolls is like little kids will have smaller kid versions of themselves, basically taking care of it. And the movie was like, yeah, but that's not a good doll to represent like kids from like the movie standpoint or viewpoint from it. So it's like then the kids started wilding out and started breaking the dolls like boom, boom, boom. I was like, this is beautiful right here. This is art, So overall, I really liked it. It was funny. We're gonna talk more about the movie. So in the movie, right, in your opinion, what was your favorite scene in the movie that you can remember? Like a scene that stuck out to you the most, right? And I got a funny little comment after he tells me his favorite scene.
So as watching the movie, I think like this is also gonna have to do with, like a favorite character. I don't know about everybody else, but for some reason, my favorite character was Alan out of all people. Played by Michael Cera. It fits him so perfect because he's Michael Cera and he knows how to make a character be awkward and bumbly. And seeing Alan was just like funny. I think he was, even though he was just there, he still like stole the show, especially when he was beating up those other what was it? What was he fighting? Other Kens? Was it other Kens he was fighting?
No, he was fighting. No, he was fighting other Kens. He was fighting other Kens.
Yeah, I was like, I found it funny because for some reason I don't know why I thought this he was just gonna get his ass beat for some reason, but no, it's like it was the other way around. I was like, oh, okay.
I love Alan. Right, Alan is funny because in the movie they made it. In the movie, there's two main characters in the movie, right? Not the main character, but two characters in the movie that they did, right? It was Alan was they say it was the first run of Alan and they never made him again. Then it was pregnant Barbie, right? It was like right. I think that's kind of weird. The kids was playing with a lady that was pregnant, right?
Yeah.
There's two of them, right? And in the movie, right, you will see a lot of different Barbies, right? Each Barbie is a certain character or a certain have a certain occupation, right? And the main character, what was her Barbie name? Stereotypical Barbie or something like that, right? Whatever Barbie you wanted it to be, right? So in my mind, I'm like, okay, everybody's a Barbie, but do every Barbie have a name, right? Of like something they'll call this about, right? But they didn't. Everybody was called Barbie, right? Which made it funny to me because everybody was named Barbie, everybody was named Ken. But it's like, they only promote one type of Barbie and Ken throughout all all the
throughout the
other
actual
right.
movie. Yeah,
So they be like, "Hey Barbie," but like, which Barbie are you talking to? Are you making eye contact with that particular Barbie and being like, "Hey Barbie, hey Ken, hey Ken, hey Barbie"? I would get confused myself. I don't know if I'm talking to myself
yeah,
or
because they're
if I'm
talking about
talking
different kinds of
because
Barbies. Like, which one are you talking to?
each Barbie, each Ken have a different personality. Everybody was different. Each person was fight. Each Ken was fighting for Barbie love, but it was a certain Barbie they was fighting for. Now, my funny commentary was to the movie is you seen that every Barbie had their own dream house, right?
Right.
In the movie, if you paid attention, where did Ken stay? Where did the Ken stay? Because remember, it's a Barbie dream house, not a
Yeah,
Ken and Barbie dream house. Where did Ken stay? Did Ken
that's a
have
good
a home?
question.
Right?
They never mentioned it, do
They
they?
never
Because I mean,
mentioned
all I
it.
know is that Kens were
So
like at the beach. They were like
yes.
beach.
So in the movie, when Ken and Barbie went to the real world, and Ken was trying to figure out how to be a man and bring
Right.
that man energy here because he knew he had nothing. They didn't have anything. So then it's like, then Ken took over Barbie Dream House. Why would you take over somebody else's house if you had your home? But he didn't have a home. Ken was homeless. I tell you this. Ken was
So all of
homeless,
them were
people.
homeless? Were all the Kens homeless?
All the Kens was homeless. That's messed up. That's messed up. All the kids was homeless. This is messed up. How you gonna tell me?
Get them while they last.
And then what made it so sad, right? In the movie, you see like the funny part was like they all dancing, right? They all doing their thing. And then Barbie was like, "You ever think about dying?" Everybody stopped. Music stopped. The dog stopped. Everybody stopped. It was looking like like dying for this party never to end. It was like, nah, that's not what you meant. That's not what you meant. Why would you think like that?
Yes, that's where the movie kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm like these Barbies. How do I say? I don't know. Sorry, it's like it was kind of like out of nowhere. Like, yeah, don't you ever think about dying? Which I'm like, I would have been the same way. Like, what do you mean? Like, where did these thoughts come from? I think these Barbie had like, I guess you say their own thoughts, right? I mean, because this is their world.
So in the movie they said that you get weird Barbie that lives all the way up, like the Grinch type thing, right? And they were saying that the reason why she became the way she is because her doll that the human was playing with, her emotions went into it. So after a while, it affect everybody in the Barbie world, right? But that particular Barbie. So I looking at it like, is it really Barbie's mind or is it her owner like energy that's putting into her and been like, you know what? I'm not the greatest mom because it was a mom that it was. Right. She thought it was the little girl. Whole time it was the mom. So she was like, is I'm a good mom? My kids hate me. I don't have a love life. I work a lot. I don't really do anything for myself. I really like art. I really like designing things, but no one paid attention to it. So it's like, what's my point? And she started feeling that emotion and that energy. And she's like, what's the point of life at that point? So now we get into the good part of the movie. People get into the good part. So when Barbie went to Weird Barbie, be like, hey, pick one. Either you're going to have a regular, go back to your old life, or you're going to
the real world.
Go into the real world. And she was like, oh, my regular life. She want the iPhone, right? She's like, no, you're going to pick this mouse, you're going to pick this sandal, and you're going to figure out why you feel this way. So with that, what do you think that message was in that very moment for that very scene, in your opinion, of what she was saying?
When she says, do you ever think of dying, or the sandal part?
After the sandal part. When you saw that, what was your first thought when seeing that part in that movie?
So, I mean, again, like, since this movie wasn't, like, really what I expected, because honestly, I thought this movie was to be, like, a Barbie. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I guess you could say, like, a dumb Barbie fun type of movie. Obviously, each movie is always going to have some type of message. But, like, I don't know. I guess it was just trying, in a way, I feel like it was, like, okay, finding her purpose. I mean, spoilers, the song talks about, the ending song is all about having purpose. So maybe in a way, it's supposed to kind of symbolize like, yo, you gotta find out what you are, find your destiny. It's maybe it's not here, but it's probably out there. You know, type situation.
What I
That's
got
the way.
from it, I see what you're going with it.
Yeah.
But what I got from it was you can either pick your life and stick with it and everything that you feel that is right, or a part of you is missing something and you're unsure what that is. So this is your opportunity to take this sandal, to take this step into figuring out what do you truly want as Barbie. What do you truly feel that will make your life either better or get you a better understanding of where to go from there. Right.
Right.
That's what I got from it right off the bat.
And
Off
the
the
way
one
you're
before anything else.
yeah, the way you're talking about it, it's kind of relates to people nowadays, like in today's society, today's world, where like they themselves don't know what their purpose is. They themselves kind of still try and figure it out. Like you say, that they can stick with the life that they have now, or again, they can pick up the sandal and go in a different direction. You know, probably find themselves along the journey.
It's like taking that. It's like the old saying, like you take a leap of faith, right? So like either you're gonna apply for that job that you've been wanting, or start on that business that you wanted, or invest that you wanted. It's like taking that step, like but you don't want to because you don't have enough information yet. You don't know, but you won't know until you try. So weird Barbie trying to let her know, like, you won't know your answer until you leave Barbie world and go to the real world. So like basically I took the message from that also, like, you don't know until you leave your closed mind and be more open-minded, right?
Damn.
You don't know to leave
I think you looked into the movie way more than I did.
I'm trying to tell you, man, because that's what I do.
You looked into the movie more than I did. I'm not gonna lie.
I got that from the trailer too. From before seeing the movie, that was my original thoughts anyway. When I saw the trailer part, when I saw the sandal, because why else would you give a doll the option to pick her fantasy life, because she is a fantasy, she's not real, over to figure out what the meaning of life is to a doll. She's not real. Right. So to give meaning to something that doesn't exist in the first place and is from your own imagination doesn't make sense to her fantasy world that she lives in, because she's already not real. But going through that motion, she's like, okay, figuring out everything. But it's not just Barbie. It's for each person in the movie found their purpose. Barbie found their purpose. Ken found a purpose. The mom and the daughter also found a purpose. Each person down the line found it. Thanks to Barbie taking that. It started with Barbie taking that leap of faith to figure out what's wrong in the real world, because it's messing up what's going on here. And I don't like it. But now that I understand it, I appreciate it and I want to change. So that's why you see in the end of the movie, right?
So what you're saying is I need to get myself a Ken and a Barbie. Got it.
I don't even know what that means. Oh, you talking about the dog? I guess so.
Yeah,
you gotta get
the dog.
Hey, man, I don't know, man. If you get yourself a Ken and a Barbie, but it's Barbie and Ken. But that's the crazy part. But look, think about it. Let me tell you something. It's called Ken and Barbie, right? Ken and Barbie Dream House, whatever. Why Ken don't live with Barbie? He don't get no time with her. He don't get no love from her, no kiss, no hug, no nothing. Just a wave.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, throughout the movie, it's like, from what I understood in my perspective, it's like he wants to be, I guess, like he wants to get her attention, like no matter what. He even had like a little mini dance battle with I'm gonna call him Asian Ken, or I'm gonna call him Shang-Chi, so that's literally what he is to me.
That's it. I didn't know he was in the movie. That made it so much better. That made it so much better for me, because I was like, for him to take this role in this movie as a Ken, it's so left field. Like, it's so perfect.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not saying that he should just stick to Marvel movies and all that. Like, I'm happy to see him that he's like, expanding, his roles, and to see him like in this role, like a super duper like fun, hip, happy Ken is just like, interesting. But no, yeah, so like, and that's what I saw in my perspective. Like, when watching, like, Ken wants to get Barbie's love. He wants love from Barbie, like that specific Barbie. No other Barbie. It's like, how do I say it? it feel like he needs to be codependent with Barbie, if that makes sense. You know, like he can't stay single. He needs to be with a Barbie. He needs to be with Barbie.
I
Does that
don't
make
think he
sense?
really needed to be with Barbie. I think he was designed right because he a dog, right? Is Ken and Barbie, right? Is hand in hand, right? I'm your left hand, you're my right hand. But
Yeah.
Barbie never truly felt that way. She felt it like, well, yeah, we Ken and Barbie, but I'm Barbie and you're Ken.
Damn.
You're I'm the star and you're the backup. Okay? That's how Barbie took it. But Ken was trying to be like, look, I see that. I'm going with you, Barbie. I'm here for you, Barbie. We in this together, Barbie. But
Yeah,
right
that's
now,
what I
Barbie.
meant. That's what I meant, though.
Yeah.
That's what I meant, though. Like by that.
I think it's just dumb because like how can
Right.
it's so much work and his
Right.
I don't even get
Right.
it's so weird because they don't do nothing. Like they have jobs, but they don't really have jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like where your money
Wow.
come? I ain't seen no one go to the ATM not one time in that movie.
Nobody ever went
And
to the
Ken's job was to beach. Every Ken job was beaching. Think about it. Every Ken job was beach. Only Barbies have different occupations.
Right.
Only Ken's was beaching. I want a beach job. I want a beach.
Yeah, you want a beach? Let's beach.
I want a beach. You want to beach off? I was like, hold on now. Hey,
it's so weird.
When they was saying that, and how I swear there's some good actors because they did not smile that one time. They was so serious. You want to beach? You want to beach off? We could beach off right now.
Yeah, it was so weird. I was like,
I don't know where y'all going with this, but if I see somebody pull out that woo woo woo, I'm screaming. I ain't playing with y'all. This is supposed to be a kids movie.
I mean, it's weird. I mean, it's like they kept a straight face. I want to be able to keep a straight face. Like, you want a beach? Like, you want to be on a beach?
But the beach off was a dance. The beach off was the dance, I think.
Yeah, like at the end, wasn't that like the final quote unquote battle? It was kind of funny though.
But the battle, but it was a homage to like West Side Story, I think, to like the dancing and stuff.
It was, yeah, but it's still kind of funny. It's like the way they're getting quote unquote injured in battle. It's just so, I don't know. It's just so unexpected. Like they're not really getting injured, but they're getting injured. You know, because they're dolls. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
And then and then when he broke his arm, he's like, "Yeah, when I say your arm was broken, it already healed." And it's the amount of time me saying that, like, you good.
Oh yeah,
he. Man, let me tell you something. Two things. One, kid, they got superpowers. For you to break your arm and then for it to be healed without you even knowing that it's healed, come on now.
Right.
Two, towards the end of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Everybody that's seen the movie, you seen that Barbie found her purpose. She want to be human, right?
Yeah.
And you see that she went from plastic. Hear me out, people. Hear me out. She went from plastic to human skin, right? But remember, she was a doll. She had no private parts. She went to get herself checked. How did she get the private parts? Look, comment down below if you have the answer.
She did, yeah. At the very end, she went to I'm sorry, I can't fucking pronounce it.
A gynecologist.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I'm not like that. Kind of flew over my head for a quick second, and I'm like, oh, never mind. I get what she meant. Like, because they don't have real parts, but now that she has them, now she has.
So now I'm thinking like the doctor gonna if you think about like aliens and stuff, right? The doctor gonna be like, wait, you don't got nothing right there. How you here? How you here?
No, that, but like imagine like that. I wonder how that conversation's gonna go. He's like, oh, like is this your first? Like imagine she's with like gynecologist and he's asking questions. Oh yeah, when was the last time you got checked? She goes, oh, I don't know. I've been an adult my entire life, so I never. Really
but no, I don't even think I think she's gonna make up stuff. But when they look, how is something gonna be there? That's all I need to know. If so, cool, whatever, right? But if not, he got two options. He gonna be like, I gotta cut you open, or he better take that phone. He gonna take that phone, call the FBI, and be like, hey, we got one. And then next thing you know, Barbie in custody gonna be lab worked on. Come on now. Come on now. You might be slick, Mattel, but you ain't that slick.
Yeah, you thought about that. You really thought about that, huh?
I did, because that's how they be doing in other movies. Come on now. We already talked about aliens now that they found some now. Maybe they found Barbie. Come on now. They ain't come on.
I was like,
But
the hell you thought? I was like, you went into detail with that.
I'm just trying to let the people know. But anyway, people of the world, comment down below if you did see the movie. If you did see the movie. If you didn't see the movie, why didn't you see it? If you liked the movie, what did you rate it? I rate the movie a solid 8 out of 10. It was really good. Really good.
I'd probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. And also, y'all, don't be an Allen.
Yeah, don't be him. But overall, it was a good movie. Peace out, boys and Girl Scout. Catch you next time in another episode. Peace.